if you were brought up in an environment that it was always about help other people, can't you ona huyu anasumbuka, see this other person is struggling, help them. You were meant to feel like you're the fixer.
Yeah.
You're the one who ought to bail people out. And it was never about what do you need, how are you feeling. Yes, you're here supporting us, but what position, what emotional state are you in? So we were meant to feel like other people are important.
Yeah.
Helping people actually helps us find our worth, which is not true.
Okay.
So we have to reframe that. We have to reprogram this wiring because it's what is fixing us into these states of caretaking roles in relationships.
Yeah.
And it actually brings such a certain fulfillment that you feel like when I help people, I'm important. Now I feel better about myself.
Better. I sleep better at night.
So you find these are the people who will even attract very needy partners, because for them, their sense of self-worth comes from helping.
Money is emotional. It's not just math. Today with me is psychologist Faith Thuo, who's going to help me break down how we spend our money. I know words like emotional spending, money trauma have been thrown around a lot. And today I want us to just break it down and know what exactly is money trauma and what exactly is emotional spending. Because you can bet yourself, I am one person who buys a bag whenever I feel sad or goes on a trip just to breathe fresher air. And if you're like me, maybe you want to know, why do I do this? And how can I spend my money better? Welcome to the show, Faith.
Thank you, Anita.
Salimia watu. Tell them about yourself and what you do.
Okay. First, I want to appreciate for having me here today. My name is Faith Thuo.
Yes.
I'm a psychologist. I basically talk to people, listen to people, and help them figure out life.
Aww.
Yeah. Yes.
That is
so that's
so nice.
what I do, basically.
That's what you do. That is so nice. How does it feel though to just help someone figure out something like me and my very poor spending money habits?
It's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. I think the word I would give it is fulfillment.
The one thing many people talk a lot about is money trauma, how our financial habits, we actually inherit them, like the way we inherit genes. So maybe if my grandfather was a spendthrift, maybe my dad was a spendthrift, and maybe because of that, I justify myself to buying 10 bags just to feel good. Is that really what money trauma is all about?
Well, we're talking about money trauma. So it's coming from a context of trauma.
Yeah.
What is trauma? Trauma is not necessarily something so big that happened to you, but it's actually the aftermath of events that would task one's ability to cope. Yeah. So if anything I went through, and it doesn't have to be a big thing, a major thing, but then if it affects my ability to cope, then we can say that it could have traumatized you. So as you're saying, our money mindsets are formed at the initial stages of our development. It plays a critical role in how we see and interact with money. Yeah. So pretty much if you came from a background that spent money in a certain way, it can influence your perception. So it's more emotional, as you're saying, than it is just about accounts and
So I can actually say I'm spending money because I'm traumatized. That's a pretty good excuse that I'm going to use very, 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 very soon. So can we spend money just because we're traumatized, just because we're feeling? Can we buy happiness? Is my question.
Now the thing is, spending releases dopamine. It's a coping mechanism. It has the same effect that one would get if they use cocaine or alcohol. You will get the rush of feel good.
Guys, I'm addicted to spending money. Number is 071 mutume kwa DM. Munitumie M-Pesa, please. I'll be very happy to.
Yeah.
Look, I'm so excited. Finally, someone understands me.
So you find that when we talk about emotional spending, we are literally talking about how we deal or how we cope with certain emotions. Yeah. Now, when we are experiencing negative emotions, sadness, loneliness, boredom, you want to have something that's exciting you.
Yeah.
So the goal is to be easy and relaxed and feel good. Now, there are those who will want to quickly not be in touch with their feelings. So what they do is go to a coping mechanism that will help them feel easy. Now, for some, it could be using substances, for example. Others would be spending. So once you spend, the very circuit that is activated in our brains when someone uses an addictive or engages in an addictive behavior, it's the very same circuit that will be activated. So you find that you will feel excited, you want to go and spend, you go spend, you feel so nice, you bought all these things. And then there's a whole shame that follows and guilt and like, what did I just do?
Why did I spend all that money?
Yeah.
I could have done this.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you find yourself now, the cycle continues where you're like, damn, I'm such a bad spender.
Yeah.
You feel so bad about yourself. And then later, you find that you're promising, I will not do this again. But remember, it takes you to the low. And so the next time you're triggered, your mind remembers. There's something we call euphoric recall. Your mind remembers that feel good you experienced when you shopped. So you find the risk of re-engaging again and going to spend. So it's a cycle.
I just want to make sure I've had this correctly. So someone can actually be addicted to the feeling of spending to the sense that it's as equal as someone who's using substances. We get the same high.
Right.
Okay. And how do we help? How do I help myself? Because I feel good after buying a bag. I feel good after. I don't know. What is it exactly that we are searching for?
Now that's the thing. So ideally, look at it from a point of the goal is to feel easy, relaxed. So when you engage in an avoidant coping mechanism, which buying things and feel is one of them, you simply get the same result. You feel easy, but then you've avoided the core thing, which is your emotions. So that's where the point of self-regulation comes in, because you need to be able to understand, what am I feeling? I'm bored. Why am I bored? What's happening to me? So engaging in that process, it requires effort. It's also it's tasking, and it's not as fun as buying things. Yeah. But you find that its results is more, more sustainable, in the sense that I will have dealt with the root cause. The root cause, which is loneliness or it's anger or sadness, I will have regulated that. Vis-a-vis just going to buy things and then I feel good. So that flooding of feel good causes me to want to go back to the cycle. So how to break it is mostly to be emotionally aware and to regulate that emotion.
How do we get emotionally aware? Because sometimes you do these things, you actually don't know you're doing them until you listen to something like this and you realize, oh, that's actually a pattern I have. How do you tell, what are the red flags to know I need to now start emotionally regulating myself?
So first you need to observe your patterns. What are they? What makes me to go into this spending spree? Is it these moments that I'm feeling sad or I'm bored? What exactly puts me in this space where I just find that I want, just like someone else would engage in eating junk, yeah? So the same case, you're trying to avoid a certain emotion. You're not dealing with it.
That's emotion. But dealing with emotions is not fun.
Right, it's not fun.
It's not fun at all. How do we start? Where do we even start with dealing with emotions?
Now, it starts by regulating your nervous system, okay? Because ideally what happens is when we are triggered, when our minds interpret threat or danger, it activates the nervous system. So the nervous system will respond as, there's danger. So it will go into a fight, flight, fawn, freeze response, yeah? And so it wants to quickly get out of this state it's in, yeah? So you find that now signals will be sent to your body and you'll start to experience certain physiological symptoms, right? Like your chest will tighten, stomach issues, you will have racing thoughts, all that kind of a thing. So you need to be able to understand, one, what's my physiological manifestation that my nervous system is activated. Yeah. Is it that I start to feel like I'm losing breath? So that awareness, that by the time I'm starting to lose breath, I know that I am triggered and I need to regulate myself. Now, the goal is not to quickly silence the nervous system. No, it's to be in touch with it and like, okay, so I'm really feeling like I'm losing breath. Can I first regulate my interpretation of the situation that, hey, I'm not in danger. Yes, I've delayed paying rent, but I'm not in danger. So you calm your mind first.
We have delayed paying rent and I'm not in danger.
Like, it's not a life-threatening event. Yeah, you know how you interpret events matters a lot, how you appraise them. So if you appraise being heartbroken as though it's, I'm going to die the next minute, that's not true.
But it feels like you're going to die.
It feels
that
so.
Very minute, you feel like and you actually can't breathe. Have you been heartbroken before? It feels like you're going to die.
Yeah, and we say that feelings, thoughts are not facts. Yes, in psychology we say it's not a fact. It's not a fact. You can wake up feeling like I'm going to die, but it's not true. It's just your nervous system that is dysregulated. So you need to speak to yourself and calm your brain that, hey, easy, relax. You're safe. You're not dying.
And this is something someone can do by themselves.
Yes.
Or do they need to seek professional help to know how to now calm yourself? What's a simple technique to calm myself? I feel like everything is falling, everything is not working out around me. How can I self-regulate in such a moment?
So there are various techniques. Someone would really need to like be guided through if you're really new to this field. But first you need to work on your thoughts. Remember, our thoughts influence how we feel, and our feelings influence our behavior. So it starts from the thought. How do you interpret this event? So if I interpret that I have failed that interview, and I interpret it as I'm a complete failure, then that thought will influence how I feel, right? It will make me start feeling anxious. So the anxiety is not coming from my presentation. It's coming from my appraisal of the event. Okay? So if I'm able to regulate or rather reframe how I interpret that event, like, yeah, I answered that question not so much as I needed, but I gave it some bit of effort. That somehow would regulate, or rather it will affect your feelings. It will make you feel a bit more easy compared to I'm such a failure.
We are who we think we are. You know, I read somewhere, if you think you can do it or you think you can't do it, you're right. Either way, it's your thought. It really starts in here.
Right.
Now, I want to go back to money trauma. I've been seeing this thing on social media where someone is like, when I was younger, maybe my mom didn't allow me to take soda. So I'm going to take so much soda to feel good for all the times that my mom didn't buy me soda. And for some people, it's the opposite of that. Because my mom gave me so much of this thing, or whoever was my guardian, I want to completely evade that thing to never come across it again. What really is that when it comes to psychology of money? What is that?
So one, it's determined by your personality, your money personality. Remember how a personality is formed is because of the environment. The environment will shape you in as much as there's the aspect of DNA, all that, but also the environment matters. So if you grew up in an environment that you were always told that we can't afford this, you know, this is, money does not grow from trees and all that. Yeah,
we've all had that. Money does not, and it's paper. Come on. Yeah.
It's paper, right? So you find that you have that scarcity kind of mindset that influences your spending. And so you realize that even when you have much, the core belief that is ingrained in your brain is that abundance equals to, risk.
Yeah.
Scarcity is safe.
How can scarcity be safe? Okay, yeah, I do understand. That's someone's thought. Scarcity is safe.
Yeah.
How do we get there, and how do we help such a person?
So it starts by challenging your core beliefs. What are the beliefs that you have accrued over time as a result of the exposure that you've been, groomed at? Yeah. So if you have to question your beliefs, and that's not something that you find on the surface. You really have to dig deeper. Why is it that I behave this way? For example, when you get a lump sum amounts of money, what comes to your mind immediately? Is it that, I'm feeling so rich, I'm going to buy all the things I ever wanted, I'm going to upgrade my phone?
It is what it is. If we die, we die. We have been broke before. Did we die? If we die, we die. Okay.
Yeah, so it depends on your money personality.
Yeah,
there are those who will view money as power.
Yes.
Yeah. That now it's a social status thing. Yeah. I have bargaining power and all that kind of a thing.
But money is power. Is it
It
not?
is power. It is power. But then, is it affecting how you view yourself?
Yeah.
And how you see yourself? Yeah. Because then that would mean, for example, when you hear someone has bought, a friend was telling me that, at some point their friend had bought Mercedes or something. And then they're like, yeah, I'm also going to buy. Like, you want to have that competitive advantage, right? Just because you have money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in as much as this personality, they will be very hardworking, they will have grit because they want to maintain.
And to prove a point.
Yeah. Yeah. They will live in certain estates and to prove a point.
Yeah.
There are those who see money as safety. For them, it's safety. And I've been that person.
I think I am that person.
You are?
Yes, I am. I have, at any point, if you're my friend, you know this, I'll always have a backup to the backup. You can't find me like this. Hey, there's no way. I am being diagnosed and it's okay.
It's called self-disclosure. It's okay.
Money is such a safety tool. And I don't know, maybe you can tell us in the comments if you were raised from a humble background, is it the same for you? Because for me, Aki, you can't find me. What's the word? Heavy. Yes. I really like when money is a safety feature.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is, to us, a big level, a good thing, because you'll never be found unawares.
Never.
You always have a backup.
It shall not be me in Jesus. Say amen.
Amen.
It shall never be me. Everyone say amen. It shall never be us in this room. Yes.
Yeah. So they're very good at saving, planning, invest, all that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You find that you will earn out of your earnings, 80% will go to savings and ensuring that there's a backup.
Yes.
Yeah. But it's important to look at it from a point of, is it coming from a trauma? Is it a trauma response?
It is.
Yeah.
For me.
It is. Then you need to ask yourself, is safety really about money? Because you realize, you would keep saying that, for example, those who need to have an emergency account, right? I will get to this level and I'm good to go. But then you realize, even after getting there, you still want more and more and more and more.
It's always a dangling carrot, Faith.
Yeah.
And there's more money to be made. Let's make it and save it so that it can be safe with us.
Are you living?
Well, I recently started living. Let me say, this year, everyone knows I've lived. I have started living this year. Yeah.
So it's important to learn your money personality and then find a balance. That's the most crucial thing, because we are saying there's none which is really bad and the other one which is really good. It's just about balancing, knowing which is your trigger point and how can you, like someone who sees money as safety or security, they really need to work on the need to also live. So like me being one of, we are in the same WhatsApp.
Hey.
So you find that how I've been able to overcome that is have several accounts.
Yeah.
Allow yourself to be like, I'm using this maybe method, and 20% of my earning will go to life, holiday, whatever. Yeah. And you intentionally put it there.
Yeah.
So that you feel justified when you're withdrawing that money and going to shop for that bag. Because you have to find a balance.
talking of that, I found myself on both extremes. I think this year I found myself on both extremes, where I was like, I've been saving this money for years. So I don't know how to merge and regulate myself from being, now I feel like I'm a spendthrift, which is very unusual to my saving personality. How do I bring this back together and be a normal girl, especially in this economy?
So is it that you are doing it as a way of coping?
I think I'm doing it as a way of coping, to be very honest.
Yeah.
I think.
There's need to ask yourself, so what was your goal of saving?
My goal of saving, safety. It was simply, actually, have you ever saved money without a purpose? Like, have you ever? Okay, I think maybe this is just me. Have you ever saved money without a purpose?
It's an emergency fund.
It's not even, and let me tell you, yes. So,
do you invest or you just save?
No, I do invest.
Okay.
I do invest.
Okay.
I do.
Okay.
It's just, I just don't want to, I don't know how to, like, growing up, the lack of it. I've ever seen a fight break because of 10 shillings. I've ever seen someone I love akiraruliwa shati because of 10 shillings. It made me feel so bad because I was just trying to make food for, oh God, I'm going to cry. I need a tissue. It made me so sad seeing that happen that I realized, especially as a woman, you have to have your shit in order. If you don't have your shit in order, people tend to kukudharau first. You can't have a say. Hata ukienda family meeting, if you don't have, and the only way to get there, for me, Rachel, and I'm speaking on behalf of myself, is to never be caught unawares. So that's what I do with my money.
So are you easy to help?
Yes, I am. And I'm finding myself in trouble because of that.
Right.
Because now in my spendthrift era, see, I finished all my emergency funds, spending left, right, and center like it's the end of the world. I just realized now I also have to now take better care of myself. Yeah. Because being there for everybody sometimes means no one being there for you.
Right. Yeah. So you have to define what this security is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it mean you have to save the whole world? Yeah.
Initially it was. And I'll be very honest, I just recently started learning to say no.
Because there are people who also view money, now the other personality, as love. Yeah. Where for you, the only way to be approved and you know, to find that sense of feeling like I really love you and sense of importance is through helping.
Yeah.
Which many people struggle with. Black tax, for example, lay there. So you find you've saved up for all your years, and then one day just someone comes and they're like, I want this, I need this. You don't even do due diligence, you go withdraw. Oh, sympathy, a lot of sympathy. You just want to bail them out.
Yeah. Isn't that the African way? We raised you. We took you to school. We did this for you. We educated you. Now you have to pay back.
So what happens to your children?
Now even them, when they grow up, I will have... Oh God forbid.
What happens? You realize you're repeating
the same cycle.
Generational traumas, right? We really have to define. For you to be loved, you don't have to necessarily express it through giving. And you also give what you have. But then who is the first lover? You are your first lover, right?
Yeah.
So if you love other people, it has to start with yourself.
Faith, I think we should stop then go and talk about this privately. Nimejitoa nje sana. Yes, anyway. Yes, I need to start by loving myself.
You come first.
Yes.
So if there's anyone that's coming in your space that you feel like I owe them so much that I need to withdraw all my savings, then it shows there's a problem when it comes to self-love.
It is not selfless to do that. It is not. Oh, there's a very thin line in between those.
We say self-care is not selfish. Because what happens when you give your all, you give from empty.
Yeah.
You start to find that you're becoming resentful to the people that you're giving.
Yeah.
You start to find that you're starting to build walls because I'm afraid this call, they're asking for money. I won't pick it.
kwanza mimi nimefika hiyo stage. I don't even answer phone calls that from numbers I don't know. Because I'm so used to people like from Ushago. Because I was that person. You'd call me any random number, I'll just send you. Now I've reached a point where I can't do it anymore. I simply can't.
Whose problem is it?
It is my problem. It is me. I am the author of this problem.
It's a
and
you
we are
problem.
fixing it's a me problem.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because you realize if you set boundaries, they wouldn't, you teach people how to treat you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if today I called and you said, oh, I can only get 500 and they've asked, say, 10,000. But you're certain, if I give this 500, I'm not expecting it back. It won't hurt me. It won't make me feel angry or resentful. Tomorrow, they will not keep calling. But you see, people learn behavior patterns. When I know that Anita will give me that, tomorrow I'll come. And I know the script to use. Because I know which button to press so that I can.
And they're so manipulative.
Yeah. So you have to change yourself. The world will not change. Yeah. Then those who see money as freedom, they just want to, for them, money is about options.
Yeah.
Options.
Is that the best way to look at money? As options?
It's a good way. Again, we are saying each of the personalities has its downsides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because if you just see money as options, then that means you will live your best life. You're the YOLO kind of person.
Yeah.
Like, I have options. I can. Why do I need to live in a congested place if I can live in,
But why? Why? Okay.
So what are other needs
that
are there?
Yeah.
Is there a consideration of tomorrow? Yeah. So finding that balance between living and also safety for tomorrow, it's very important. Yeah.
So which of the four you said as power? We identify money as power, as safety, as
freedom, as love.
Yes. So which one is better?
None is better.
So how should
and
we
none is worse.
work with money?
So it's to identify your own money personality and then ask yourself, which area am I really lacking in? Yeah. Because there's nothing wrong with living, for example. Yeah. You get to experience life, but at the same time, at what cost? Yeah. If your way of showing love is, through giving, one, you have to reframe how you view, you interpret your sense of self-worth. Because if I only feel important by giving, then that's a wrong way. What if I'm not able to give? Does that mean I'm not important?
Unfortunately, in the society, you're not deemed as of much importance if you don't have much to bring on the table.
Who do you deem yourself to be?
I don't know. Right now, I don't know.
Because identity is about you. It's not about
everyone else.
How other people view you. It's about how you view yourself.
Yeah.
So we really have to find a balance. What underpins, what is this unmet emotional need that I'm trying to fulfill through this, my money personality?
Okay.
Yeah.
As we talk about the money trauma, what usually is the root cause of all this? Is it just how we grew up? Is it the societal expectations? Is it deeply just us? Or are we really shaped by our environment?
We are, to a bigger percentage, shaped by our environment. Remember, you're born as an empty slate. Yeah. Your experiences come to shape your worldview. So when growing up, we talk about the very early stages of development, 0 to 13. What experiences have you had? What are your interactions with money? Like, as you're saying, you saw people fight over money. Or you grew up hearing that, rich people are rude. So for you have the mindset that having excess will make me have this weird, funny personality. I do not want. I just
want to maintain this.
I just want to maintain this. Yeah. Or someone else grew in so much abundance, so they think that I can always get what I want. So they don't exercise delayed gratification. I want this, I get this. Not knowing, what it means to get to a level where you have excess.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, our environment really shapes a lot about how we view money. Yeah.
You just said a statement that I can't ignore. Some people say rich people are rude. Is it true? Is it not true? How do we demystify that?
What do you think?
I think anyone can be rude. It really doesn't matter if you have money or not. How you treat people, kindness it's a virtue and everyone can have it. It doesn't matter if you have money or not. It's really not even money. What's the word for it? It's not something to be valued with money. It's just someone's personality. But how come most of the people we assume to be rude are the rich ones?
So that's an assumption. But you realize it's aged much from a point of scarcity mindset. Yeah. And victim mindset. Where you grew up, not being able to wear well, you walked barefoot and all that, and then you think someone else, just because they are driving, they are rude. It's your interpretation again of what
them. Interesting. So how do we help these people? Tuwaambie ama tufanye nini?
So we really we really have to reframe our view, our perceptions. Yeah. Around self worth, about value. Are you valuable because you own this and this? Yeah, because if your view of my worth is dependent on how much is in my bank account, then you will keep pursuing and chasing to fill up this bank account, which the truth is that's not true.
Yeah.
You will constantly feel empty within because I've not reached a certain target. So we have to reframe how we value self, or what we see as, what is important. It goes back to your values. What really matters.
It's interesting because the other day I was having a conversation with a friend, and he was telling me how he's doing well for himself, but he still feels like he's not good enough. Then I asked him, what is the metric for this? Because like I said, I recently became a spendthrift, and my change, which is not good, I wouldn't advise. I'm just not dealing with grief yet, which is an emotion I need to deal with to stop feeling in with other things. I was explaining the concept of money doesn't buy happiness. And I know most people will disagree fully with me. And I would even disagree with myself earlier in life. But I think when you reach to a point where money can't fix the problem and you actually have to face the problem, that is when you realize you have to fix yourself. Do we need people to get to this point? Or can people realize that, imagine you're doing just fine. Today you woke up, you were able to brush your teeth. Do you know how many people in the world don't have toothpaste or a toothbrush or even running water in the tap? You were able to walk, you're able to dress yourself. Do you even take time to say, you know what? I bought this shirt for myself. Why do we always need the big stuff to make us feel better?
Because there's a void. We are trying to fill it with things. Whereas we can find fulfillment from within ourselves. Yeah. That's why all this is pursuit. It's like chasing after the wind. You really never get a grasp of it. But you realize that the more you get, the more you want. The more you get, the more you want. So at the end of the day, what really matters? Yeah. It's an existential crisis.
It is.
Because you think I will be happy when I have this and this and this. You get there and you realize, still not happy. I'm still not happy. So what is it that you're pursuing really?
I don't know. Do we even know the answer? And on the other side of this scale, we have people who feel like they do not deserve more. They do not deserve better. I'm sure as a psychologist, you've had someone sit down and say, you know what, I even had this big job opportunity, but I couldn't take it because I don't think I'm the person they were looking for. Or I was offered this. It's always something, yet they can't accept it. Though they are fully qualified for the job, everything is in order. but they don't think they deserve. Mimi nikae hivi, mimi I earn 1 million shillings. I don't think so. How do we help that person as well?
Those are people with now a low sense of self-worth. Yeah. And maybe now when it comes to money itself, like when they think about earning big money, for them they feel like no. So they need to go back and ask themselves, what's my belief about abundance? Yeah. Because to them, probably their experiences have taught them that abundance is not safe. Scarcity is safe. Feeling small, feeling invisible, it's very safe. Yeah. So they are comfortable in their discomfort. And they just want to wallow there.
What is familiar to them.
But familiarity does not mean normal. Yeah. It just doesn't mean that that's how things ought to be. So then having to challenge those beliefs it's the beginning point, because we have to address the root cause. Yeah. So going back down to the trail, like, where is this belief coming from? Yeah. Is it that I was meant to feel like I'm not good enough, I don't deserve better positions? I was constantly compared. So and so is doing better than you. So and so does better than you, speaks better than you, performs. So you are used to this cocoon, this cage, and you allowed yourself to be caged, and you actually took on that as your identity. So you find that even when other people are actually affirming you and like, go Anita, you can do this. I'm like, nah, I can't.
It's not happening.
Yeah. That's why therapy comes in.
Whoa. And for those who can't afford therapy, what are the options they can have?
We have information now is all everywhere. Over. Like we have such a podcast.
Come and listen to us, please. Yap about our money traumas,
among many other things. But the thing I always say, it's not even about affordability, really. It's about value. You see, when people hear that, when you go to the doctor and you're told you're diagnosed with this, you don't start saying, I don't have money. Cancer is very expensive. You will find it.
Let me tell you, Mimi.
You will find that money. So it's about.
I'm laughing about it. It's not a laughing matter. I apologize. But when you're in that situation, you will figure a way out.
So it's about value. Are you willing to break some of those patterns, some of these cycles? And you're like, I will do whatever. It's an investment. Yeah.
Investment in yourself. Talking of investments, there's this beautiful journal you just brought us today. Can you tell us a little bit about self-regulation? And what it is all about? Because I can see you have book 1, book 2, and book 3.
Yes. So this is a series. It's a journal series. Self-regulation. I'm so big on self-regulation. And how did I come about the idea? It's a teens guide. Why teens? I don't per se work so much with children. I work a lot with adults. But now in my practice, I've realized majority of us as adults, we are suffering because of things that were done to us or because of things that we did not know growing up. And they catch up with us in adulthood, in our relationships, in our workspaces, all that, in our friendships. And so I realized there's such a huge gap when it comes to what we are being trained or what we are training our children. There are key things that are lacking. And you find that these are the things that we have to struggle with in adulthood. So it's like, instead of just having to engage on the curative measure, having to wait for people to come to me for therapy because they have insecure attachments, they are not able to set boundaries, they are not able to communicate effectively. Why don't we start from the roots? Why don't we help our children start to learn some of these critical skills early in life? So that's how I came about this Imara Self-Regulation Journal. It's a really amazing.
And I'm wondering why you're saying it's teens, because I'm reading through and I'm like, I need this. Self-worth. This is my favorite. Self-worth. I need this in my life. I think you should just make for adults as well.
Sure. That request has come multiple times. I will really consider.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, back to our psychology of money discussion. We can't talk about money traumas and how we spend money without financial codependency. There's always a dynamic going on. How do you distinguish between someone being simply generous to other people, or just being taken advantage of? Where do we draw the line between I'm taking care of you and codependency, especially when it comes to as a psychologist?
So first, we understand what is codependency. Codependency is when other people's feelings, emotions, what they are going through affects you so much that it starts to, interfere with your own well-being and functioning. So Anita comes to me and tells me how she's slept angry for the last 5 days. And this thing really gets me so warped, and I'm thinking, I can't sleep. I'm just thinking, wow, what's happening to Anita? I'm so anxious. I wake up late in the night because I'm so engrossed in what Anita is going through, such that it's starting to affect my well-being.
Yeah.
So when it gets to that point, then you realize I'm probably having a codependency. Yeah. So I need to be able, there's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Sympathy is where whatever you're going through, I get so engrossed in it until now I'm like part of the problem. Yeah. I'm so enmeshed into it. Empathy is where I can step back and observe and look at how can I actually help you. Because you realize when I'm sympathetic, I will keep sending you 500.
Yeah.
But when I have empathy, I will look at what is sustainable. Can I give you a capital, you start business so that you're able to sustain yourself? Yeah. So when it starts to affect your own functioning, then you need to question it. When you have to alter certain values or things about yourself so that you can fit into help or bail them out.
That's a problem.
That's a
But
problem.
don't you think as a society, even the world as a whole, because charities have to do this thing whereby they make you feel some type of way. We will see an ad. Oh, this child is dying in Turkana. We need you to help us help this child. Kwani utu wako uko wapi? Where is your humanity? We need you to feel with us. And I just feel with them at that time. Because again, if you don't feel, people will ask you, Kwani, you're not human. You can't. It's really sad that we've made it our business to help everyone around us.
Human starts with value in you. I don't know why we always like taking ourselves out of the equation every time.
Because we are never put in the equation.
And that's the problem. Now, let's trace it back to growing up. If you were brought up in an environment that it was always about help other people, can't you ona huyu anasumbuka, see this other person is struggling, help them. You were meant to feel like you're the fixer.
Yeah.
You're the one who ought to bail people out. And it was never about what do you need, how are you feeling. Yes, you're here supporting us, but what position, what emotional state are you in? So we were meant to feel like other people are important.
Yeah.
Helping people actually helps us find our worth, which is not true.
Okay.
So we have to reframe that. We have to reprogram this wiring because it's what is fixing us into this state of caretaking roles in relationships.
Yeah.
And it actually brings such a certain fulfillment that you feel like when I help people, I'm important. Now I feel better about myself.
Better. I sleep better at night.
So you find these are the people who will even attract very needy partners because for them, their sense of self-worth comes from helping.
Faith, did you have to go there? Did you have to say we attract needy? Hey, you are who you attract.
Yeah. You don't need to feel valuable by helping other people. But if you are meant to feel like the script was for you to be important, you have to show your goodness, you have to show your value.
Yeah.
Then you will realize that you overexert, you overfunction, you go over and beyond. But at the end of the day, you are a very exhausted human being.
Yeah.
Very exhausted.
So how do we set boundaries with love? Because it's really hard to tell someone I love you, but when it comes to my money, I can't. There's nothing much I can do right now. Because utakuwa mtu mbaya. How do you? Okay, mimi ndo nitakuwa mtu mbaya. Why am I saying utakuwa mimi nitakuwa mtu mbaya? And this is something I've told myself. How do we set these boundaries while maintaining relationships? Because once you set that boundary, I can tell you for a fact, the one time someone called me and they said, I can't do this time, they never called me again. Not even to check up, which is so sad.
It's so sad. And what do you think is the issue?
I don't know.
It's the relationship, the problem, not your boundary. Not your boundary, mommy. As long as you've communicated it with love and you're genuine. You see, when I'm your friend and I know that you care about me, when you say no to me, I shouldn't take it personal. I shouldn't. That's the term I use. Shouldn't.
But
right?
we do.
So what's the issue there? It's my response, not your boundary. Yeah. Because boundary is to protect yourself and also to help the relationship. Because if you keep giving, even when you do not have, then that means you start to become resentful.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So are you actually helping the relationship?
No.
You're not. But if I come and communicate and say, hey, I'm unable to do 1, 2, 3 things because of 1, 2, 3 things, it's okay that I will feel bad. I will, as a human, I'll feel like, oh yeah, I really needed you to step in and help. But it's up to me to regulate my feelings. It's not up to you to to ensure that I don't feel bad because of your boundary. It's their problem. It's not on your side of the street.
Yeah.
So then you have to look at, if you struggle with boundaries, you have first to ask yourself, what are my needs?
Yeah.
Yeah. What for you to love people well and healthy, you have to love yourself first.
Yeah.
So it starts with which state am I in right now? What am I feeling? Yeah. For example, if it's the issue of money, I have 1,000. I have to survive this whole week. I honestly can't afford even to,
do anything
out of
the necessary.
The necessary, right? So with that, you realize that I'm at a fix myself. So what are you giving? If you already are lacking on your own, your inability to provide for yourself, it's on the negative. So what exactly are you giving?
And what do you tell the person on the other side that doesn't understand? You don't have anything else, anything left to give.
So it depends on the relationship that you have with this person. Yeah. You can give a reasoned no. I really want to give you, but I'm unable to because of 1, 2, 3 things. Reflect on your need. Yeah. Your need to really want to be there for them. But at the same time, explain it. Why I'm not in a position to give is because of 1, 2, 3 things. Because you care about the relationship. Now, depending on, again, the relationship, there are people who are very nagging and you realize they are constantly asking.
Yeah.
So with those, you don't need to explain anything. Just give a, no, I'm unable to give. No, I'm not in a position to help. No, I'm not in a position. I will return. No, I'm not in a position to help. Yeah. So you find what kind of communication do I need to use and with who, because it is highly dependent on the relationship that you have with the person.
But someone can feel like, I really need this help right now, and you're the only person who can help me.
That's
Why
manipulation.
Are you not helping me?
That's manipulation.
But you're the only one who can help me. And if you don't help me, why are you not helping me?
Is it true, Anita? Will they die if you don't help them?
What if they actually die?
What makes you think that they will die?
No, imagine I'm the one asking for, what if I die and you don't help me? I'm in the hospital, I have a bill, and Faith, you're the only person who can help me. In this world, I'm telling you, you're the only person who can help me.
What do you mean you're the only person? Don't they have family? Don't they have friends?
They don't. I don't.
You don't have friends and family.
You're the only one who can help me.
So as a human being, will you sit there and wait to die just because Anita has not helped me? Will you do that?
No. But maybe to prove a point, then I want you. Sorry.
So what's that?
Duck so quickly.
What's that? That's manipulation, yeah?
That's
You're acting as a
manipulation,
sufferer.
Yeah.
Yeah? You're playing the drama queen. That, I will die if you don't help me. Boy, go die.
Did you just where Faith? Wacha tukafunge. We are not, please don't go die. No, this is me people pleasing. Go die. If you die, you die. That is up to you. Okay?
If you die, you die.
If you die, you die.
Because if you're constantly having to be moved by sympathy and their emotional blackmail, you are at a very dangerous position to yourself. Yeah? Because they will always manipulate. They will always manipulate you.
They always know what strings to pull and all that.
So you have to learn to set boundaries. It's a very tough thing, but you have to do. Because that's actually showing love. Because I'm trying to tell you, you don't need to be dependent on me. I'm helping you to learn to be able to survive on your own. Which is better? I keep giving you fish or teach you how to fish.
Well, if I was the one receiving the fish, I would just take the fish. I'm just not, let me not say I don't understand. I will take the fish. But yes, I would like to learn how to fish for myself. So Faith, as we wrap this up, for someone who's in a constant battle with money and emotions, what's the one thing they should take away? Is it okay to just buy something to feel better? Is it okay to learn to fend for yourself so that you are not dependent on someone? Is it okay to say no? Which is the one takeaway you would give that person struggling with money and emotions?
I will say that master yourself. Not the money, not the relationships, not master yourself.
Okay.
What are your needs? Meet them. If your need is a sense of value, like you really want to feel valued, then learn to find that within yourself and not without. Because you will people please, you will try to, so that you can find that. And you realize that these things I'm trying to fill this void with, they are not satisfactory. Yeah. So master yourself.
Master yourself. Yes. What I'm hearing is put yourself first. In all these situations, even when you're on the other side, always put yourself first and try to not get into situations that will make people now start avoiding you as well. All right. Thank you so much. That is all. Where can we get you, Faith?
You can get me on socials. I'm a founder of Therapy Effect Consulting. It's a mental health firm that we deal with purely mental health. We support individuals, organizations, corporates, churches to, just help understand this whole concept of mental wellness. Yeah. You can also reach out to me through the number 0742 162 142. You can also find our very many resources on our website, therapyeffect.co.ke. You can also find these books, and they will be of great help in helping you master yourself.
Regulation. Although, why self-regulation though? This is the root for everything.
Yes, it's the root for everything. Yeah.
Okay.
We always think it's about other things, but it's
based on
always
self.
goes back to you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Bye guys. Till next time. Bye.